You use money every single day. You earn it, you spend it, you save it. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Nobody never stop and think to ask, what is money? Really? And that gap in understanding is not harmless. It quietly shapes your entire life. Your job, your stress, your future, your freedom. Because if you don't understand what money is, you can't understand what is happening to it. And if you can't understand that, then you're not going to be able to understand why your life seems to be getting harder every year. Money is not paper, and it is not digital numbers. It is not something the government creates. Money is a coordination technology. Money is a system that allows humans to store and transfer value over time. Again, let me repeat that. Money is a system that allows humans to store and transfer value across time. Instead of fish for bread, labor for food, services for goods, we compress all value into one medium. But that's only the surface. Because, as Bastiat argues in his central insight, society is always more affected by what is unseen than what is seen. What you see is money changing hands, but what you don't see is what was sacrificed to make that exchange possible. When you spend money, you're not just exchanging currency. You are transferring hours of labor, physical energy, opportunity cost, lifetime. Which means money is not just a tool. It is a record of human effort. Now, we go a little bit deeper. Frederic Bastiat built an entire framework around a simple idea: the seen versus the unseen. And what I want us to do is apply that to money. What you see is you get paid, you buy things, you consume goods, but what you don't see is the alternative use of your time, the inflationary erosion of your savings, and the hidden transfer of purchasing power. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you earn $100. You store it and you think, I have saved value, right? But if prices for goods rise, you did not preserve the value. You only preserved a nominal number. You didn't preserve actual purchasing power. What is unseen is this: the reduction in what your past labor can buy, the redistribution of purchasing power to early receivers of new money. Thus, when governments manipulate the supply of money, the effect is never neutral. Someone benefits immediately, but someone always pays later on, and the cost is actually hidden in time. The delay is what makes it politically invisible. Now, let's strip everything away. What is money, really? At its deepest level, money is stored human time. When you work, you spend hours of your life. You convert energy into output, and you receive money as payment for that transformation. So, when you hold money in your hands, what you're actually holding is past time, past effort, past energy, past value, even past opportunity. So, if money represents time, then inflation is not just economic, it is temporal distortion. It means your past labor is being diluted systematically and continuously. When money loses value, you're not just losing purchasing power, you are losing fragments of your life stored in financial form. Now, let us bring in an institutional design. I want us to consult the Federalist Papers, Federalist number 10 and number 51. For those of you who don't know, I will explain the Federalist Paper in a future video. The Federalist Papers, especially Federalist number 10 and number 51, the key ideas I want to draw from these papers are as follows. Human systems are shaped by incentives, not intentions. James Madison argues, people form factions. Factions pursue self-interest. Power must be structured to contain abuse. Now let's apply this to money. Modern monetary systems creates structural incentives. Who benefits first? Banks, financial institutions, government spenders. And who pays later on? Wage earners, savers, fixed income individuals. And that is not accidental. It is 100% structural. Bastiat shows the hidden cost. The Federalist Papers shows the institutional incentive. And together, what both of them reveal is this: monetary systems are not neutral tools. They are incentive machines. Now, to define inflation correctly, not as simply rising prices, but as expansion of money supply that redistributes purchasing power. What happens? New money enters the system. Early receivers spend it at old prices. Prices adjust upwards. Late receivers pay higher prices. And savings lose their real value. No one sends you the bill. No one announces it. But it happens anyway. And Bastiat would classify this as legal plunder. Wealth transfer enabled by law rather than force. Because of timing, inflation does not hit evenly. It spreads like waves, which means causality is delayed, responsibility is obscured, blame is diffused, and humans only respond to what is immediate and visible. Madison's argument in the Federalist Papers apply here. People react based on short-term incentives, visible outcomes, local effects, not system-wide, delayed consequences. So the system remains seemingly stable, even while it transfers value quietly. So now let's return to you as an individual. If money is stored time, politically influenced, structurally redistributed, and slowly devalued, then the question is not how do I earn more? The real question is how do I preserve and position my stored time effectively? What you need to do is stop thinking like a spender, stop thinking like a saver, and start thinking like a capital allocator of your own life energy. Most people will use money their entire lives without ever understanding what it is. But once you do, you stop participating blindly in systems you don't understand. And you start making decisions from clarity instead of assumption. The only question that remains is what will you do with that clarity? For more information on the Federalist Papers, Frederic Bastiat, and Thomas Sowell, please subscribe and I will be uploading more videos on these topics in the future.